Japanese stock futures and Australian equities rose as a jump in U.S. housing starts boosted investor confidence in the global economic outlook ahead of a report today that may show China's slowdown is ebbing. Bishop Billiton Limited, Bishop, the world's largest mining company, advanced 2.5% as metals prices climbed. American Depository Receipts of Komatsu Limited, 6301, the world's second biggest construction equipment maker that makes 80% of sales outside Japan, advanced 1.1%. Futures on Japan's Nikkei 225 stock average expiring in December closed at 8,865 in Chicago yesterday, up from 8,810 in Osaka, Japan. They will bid "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." In the pre-market at 8,860 in Osaka at 8:05 a.m. local time. Australia's SM/ASX 200 index gained 0.9% today. New Zealand's NZX 50 index rose 0.5% in Wellington. Investors are taking advantage of attractive valuations and a slightly improved outlook for the global economy, said Matthew Sherwood, Perpetual Investments Head of Investment Markets Research in Sydney. Perpetual manages about $25 billion. Later in China we get the all-important September quarter GDP. Futures on the Standard & Poor's 500 index were little changed today. The gauge advanced 0.4% yesterday. An index of 11 U.S. home builders surged "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." 3.2% after housing starts jumped 15% to a 4-year high annual rate of 872,000 last month, exceeding all forecasts in a Bloomberg survey of economists. Stimulus measures Chinese stocks in New York jumped yesterday, pushing the benchmark index to its longest rally in 15 months, on prospects the government's gross domestic product report to be released in Beijing today will signal the slowdown in the world's second-largest economy is ebbing. The Bloomberg China US Equity Index of the most traded Chinese companies in the U.S. climbed 0.4% to 95.76. Chinese Premier Wen Jiabao said yesterday that "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." Country's economic situation last quarter was relatively good, the official Xinhua news agency reported. Gross domestic product probably expanded 7.4% in the July-September period from a year earlier, based on the median estimate in a Bloomberg News survey of 43 economists. The economy grew 7.6% in the second quarter. The government will also report September data for industrial production and retail sales and January to September figures for fixed asset investment. The MSCI Asia Pacific MFAP Index rebounded 13% through yesterday from this year's low on June 4 as stimulus measures in Europe, the US, Japan and China "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." Boosted market sentiment amid a global economic slowdown and Europe's debt crisis. The Asian benchmark traded at 13 times estimated earnings on average, compared with 13.9 for the Standard & Poor's 500 index and 12.3 for the Stoxx Europe 600 index.